Mr. Shelton was happening. We back here another week 3 with U Beezy and D Wills on Real Spill, episode 3, baby. We're gonna get right into it. Everybody who's tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, so you already know how this goes. First topics of the day. Let's get into sports. We're gonna keep it short today on the sports and move on to other topics to keep everybody interested. If you don't like sports,
Yeah.
suck it easy. Keep moving on and wait till the next part comes up. uh, So let's go over some NFL first today. Let's flip it backwards and start some NFL. Let's give some game recaps. What's one game you really want to recap?
One game I really want to recap is the Texans, simply because it was brought to my attention. CJ Stroud, he was like one of it was. He got like the most touchdowns and yards. Let me look it up, bro. Without an interception, and you could say whatever you want about
The
him.
first 4 games,
Yeah,
within the
within
first
like
four
the
games
first
as a
4 games.
rookie, I think it was the most. It wasn't the most yards. I believe Cam Newton has the most yards passing wise. It might be touchdowns without interceptions, but CJ Stroud
Hold on,
is
I'm gonna
looking
pull that
stellar.
thing up. I just seen it. He's getting better every single week, and like coming in, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Let's give Buddy some time, but he's getting better every week, and it's like, and we're gonna talk about Houston's defense because I believe it was the first podcast I said they have a solid defense, and you was trying to dog them. I was like, hey, put some respect on them. Just because they pooty on the offensive side right now, don't mean they defense is not popping.
Yeah,
They defense popping. They defense doing their thing, bruh.
for sure. CJ Stroud has definitely progressed every game due to, I think, D'Amico Ryans, and that is with a diminished offensive line.
Okay, so look, I got this stat right here. CJ Stroud is only the sixth player in NFL history to average 300 passing yards and have no interceptions through 4 games in a season.
I did see that stat. I just didn't remember it, but yeah. He is passing right now.
I didn't know he was averaging a 300 ball. I didn't know he was doing all that for real. Cause it ain't really been translating. So like, I guess I ain't really paid much attention to it, but I have been seeing like every week, like he getting better. And who they smack on, bro? They smacked on
Pittsburgh this week.
Pittsburgh. That's what I was saying.
Jacksonville
Pittsburgh
last week.
and they got a solid defense, bro. Jacksonville's
Which is
got a mid
crazy.
defense, but Pittsburgh got a solid defense, and they smacked on them. I was like, hey, they looking good, bro.
No disrespect. Obviously, CJ Stroud is playing excellent. I talked about it today with somebody at work. But CJ Stroud is looking good. But when Pittsburgh's defense is on the field 75% of the time, that's kind of tough, though, bro, right? I mean, Kenny Pickett is god-awful, bro. I mean,
Kenny Pickett
I'm not even going to say that. His skill set is not it. It's not it, Chief. It's not there. Send him down and do some development. Send him to the G League, dog.
Send him to the XFL real quick and get a little hood.
But CJ Stroud has progressed every game. The defensive wise, I get it because D'Amico's there, former player, former Texan. I guess he takes pride, but I feel like a lot of that comes from that San Francisco culture. You look at him, you look at Mike McDaniels, you look at Saleh. I mean, those, with the exception of Miami's, I mean, the Texans' defense has been good so far this year. 4 games with not a lot of big name players, really.
At all.
And the Jets defense looks good, dude. Despite what you might think, I mean, that's the same situation I just talked about Pittsburgh when Zach Wilson can't move the ball and defense on the field 70-75% of the time. I mean, who's not going to give up 20 points?
Facts. And I really like the Jets coming into the season. They had a fire defense last year. They got the same defense, if not, like they got the same defense. Like I expect them to do their thing, but like you said, bro, they on the field 70% of the game. Like they gonna give some stuff up. So
we'll say that game was atrocious. How many times are the refs gonna save Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, man? That holding call on Sauce Gardner was asinine.
Cheeks.
That's not a holding penalty. Does
We need to find refs. Refs need fines.
just like we hold players accountable on what they say, we need to hold refs accountable on what they do because that shit was ass. That gave them the game. That and it was a blatant holding at the line of scrimmage. This man had his hands up trying to sack Mahomes, and he goes on 3rd and 22 for a first down. Yeah, the Chiefs so far in 4 games have been bailed out, bailed out, bailed out this year. I think they're three and
Agreed,
one,
bro.
but
I think they'll figure it out eventually. But I 100% agree with you. Like they've been getting bailed out these past few weeks. Um, I can't really think of no other games that I really cared about. Um, Game last night was Cheeks,
it
Giants,
was at
and
the rate Giants and Seahawks. I
yeah,
mean, there's nothing to really talk about.
terrible.
Daniel Jones is atrocious. That line is god awful. We'll take 50-50 on that. Say it goes both ways on that offensive line and quarterback play.
Any defense that plays against the Giants go crazy. So
If you're looking to
I
sign
don't
up for
know,
fantasy
dog.
football, pick their defense playing the Giants every
Any
week.
defense playing the Giants, dog, they gonna go crazy.
um,
Um,
yeah, but shout out CJ Stroud right now. He's doing excellent. I didn't think he would be doing this good to start the season. He really looks good, and he clearly looks better than Bryce Young right now. I know Bryce Young didn't play week 3, I think. I don't know if he played this
yeah,
week.
I don't even remember
Uh,
if he played. I don't know, bro.
I doubt it, but I
But
mean, first 2 weeks, I get it's a shit team with the #1 pick, but they don't look good. Um, I'm pissed off that the Bears fumbled the bag, dude. I mean, people want to call Justin Fields the worst quarterback in the league. I'm not inclined to agree with them, but it's coming there, dude. I mean, you have a 28-7 lead in the going into the fourth quarter, and you have 3 consecutive turnovers. I believe it was. I know it's at least 2. He had a fumble for a touchdown, threw a pick, and whatever else it was, and gave him the game. There's no way you give up a 28-7 lead and lose 31-28.
you know what I'm saying? I was riding with Justin, bro, because I liked him in college. People was trying to label this man a running QB when in college he didn't even run like that. He was a pocket passer in
Lammer,
college.
Lammer,
He was not no Lamar. Like
exactly.
he was a pocket passer in college, and he came here. They ain't had no receivers. He's athletic. Let's just use him to our we tanking anyways. We're not winning nothing. Let's just try to do what we can with him and see what he got. Had his little 1,100 rushing yards, but I don't know, bro. And I really don't like. I do blame it on a little bit of coaching, but I don't like that he said it in the way that he said it.
Well, do we really? You're not wrong, but when I guess 3 players speak out on it with him, DJ Moore, everybody got a clip of. I think one of the players asking, "Hey, they not telling them, hey, they not using you right," and DJ Moore responds by saying, "Tell me about it." So
Yeah,
that's two players, and then Claypool goes on to say, I'm not being used to the best of my ability. Honestly, I don't give a shit about his opinion because he was butt in Pittsburgh. That was proven. That's why he got traded. Atrocious. I knew he was butt. I didn't like him at Pittsburgh either. He got way too much hype. And now he's on the Bears and he looks like ass still. Um, that he's just bad. But the Bears organization clearly has something wrong with their coaching staff, losing a 28-7 game. Well, we should go out there, run the ball every chance we get instead of putting the ball in the air with that opportunity to lose the ball and lose the game like they did.
absolutely, bro. But in other news, I think it's actually tomorrow. Jonathan Taylor supposed to return to practice. So
Is he now?
hopefully, yeah, he's supposed to return to practice tomorrow. So hopefully that help out Anthony Richardson a little bit because he's literally carrying the squad. Now
It do look good for him carrying the squad though.
that what I'm
It looked good.
saying. Like
I
he ain't
know they
got.
lost to the
I can't think
Rams.
that they ain't got no help, bro. It's only him.
Alec Pierce is overhyped. I can't believe that became a thing where he was considered
Hey,
a good
bro,
receiver. Michael Pittman
mid.
is a two or
Mid.
three man receiver on every other team. Yeah, so I mean, Alec Pierce, Michael Pittman. I mean, those are 2 and 3, 3 and 4 receivers on every other team in the league, pretty much. I mean, Anthony Richardson definitely needs some help, but how much does Jonathan Taylor bring running the ball? I mean, they still need to pass the ball, and it don't look like shit's improving right now after 4 games.
I agree. I agree with you, but I do think Jonathan Taylor as like another much needed like dynamic to take a little bit of pressure off of Anthony Richardson just in general. Because Moss not doing that bad, I guess, but um, it's just
I think he did, but the previous two,
I
he had
think it's
one good
the
week, dude.
Jonathan Taylor effect, bro. You don't have
Not
to.
wrong.
People are not really game planning for Moss, bro. When you add Jonathan Taylor, you got a game plan for him. So
Fair enough. Not wrong on that aspect. I mean, Jonathan Taylor is the business giver. I say when he comes back, depending on what they get, he's going to be the second best running back because McCaffrey still holds the title.
McCaffrey going crazy, bro. I don't think it's no debate right now who the best RB in the league is.
Fair enough. Any other games? I mean, I don't. Every other game to me was mid tier. I'm surprised Miami got their ass whipped. Really am, but it is what it
Slapped
is.
up. Um, I just think the Bills defense starting to come together. Josh Allen had a terrible week 1, but he's been playing like him since then, and the defense just had to catch back up. And Von Miller ain't even played yet, so they're only gonna
I
get
think
better.
they kept him on the list. Um, Physically unable to perform the pup list. I think that's what it was. So I don't know how long he's out. I think.
I actually literally just now, or like right before we started recording this, I seen a thing where he's on because he has this little podcast thing. He says a
Mhm.
90% chance that he plays in London.
Which is what, next week or the week after?
Yeah, I think next week.
Ooh, against the Patriots.
Year.
Ooh, gonna be a tough game. Well, with that being said, let's move on to college football, where things are a lot more exciting and more competitive, dude. Obviously we always talk about Colorado because we ride with Dion, bro. We've been riding with him since Jackson State.
Jackson
It is
State.
what it is. Hate him or love him, it don't really matter what you think. The dude knows how to change a program. Change Jackson State with him and his sons, and he's changing Colorado for the better right now. Yes, we know they lost by a touchdown, but again, USC was number 8 last week, and they lost by a touchdown after a dismal first half performance, dog. I mean, I think they gave up 28 in the first half. Colorado did,
I
but
just
they
want
came
to say
storming.
two
Go
tutties
ahead.
is on that pooty ass safety. His last name is Woods, number 43. He gave up two tutties by himself, dog.
You got a white man.
They need to get that man off the field.
No, I'll give you one. One was him. Every other time, you can't blame DBs when the defensive line is still at the line of scrimmage 10 seconds into the play. I mean, no pressure and a quarterback sitting there. I mean,
Especially,
it's not
I
hard.
get you, especially Caleb Williams. And
Top,
I'm
yeah.
also gonna give him, I'm also giving some slack because USC got the number 1 offense in all of college football right now. So
I
that's a
mean,
tall
because of
task
Caleb
itself.
Williams, he makes it dynamic, dude. I mean, they do have good receivers. Um, and the running back was not too bad. He did his thing to start off the game. That first drive, they just marched down the field. But that defensive line, we know the defense is, but the defensive line was bad that game in that first half specifically. Not really in the second half. And then the other touchdown was pretty much given up because that punter decided to, for whatever reason, to walk off to the
Whatever
side
he
and
was
punt it,
doing.
and he got it blocked. The ball went 10 yards, and they're down at the 25. They're on 25. That's a free touchdown for Caleb, dog. So you can say what you want, but again, losing 48-41 to number 8 USC after not being ranked, or were they ranked? No, they weren't coming into this game.
No, no, no. They weren't.
Yeah, 'cause they lost to Oregon. But I mean, even Caleb Williams gave Shador his props. Shador balled out, doing what he had to do with that shit offensive line, or if that's what they want to call it. I wouldn't call that a line, offensive line. I would just call it a drywall because they run right through that shit every play. Oh
Oh
my god.
man.
Um, what's the guy's name? Omarion. I forgot his last name. You remember that receiver's name, the freshman?
Marion Miller.
Yeah, Miller. I
That
couldn't think of his last
boy
name.
went
Miller.
boy went crazy, boy. Went crazy.
Yeah, he did
I
his thing as a true freshman. I think Dion needs to start delegating talent wise.
facts.
They depend too much on Shador, who doesn't run the ball enough, mind you. That definitely does not run the ball enough, and I think he depends too much on Weaver. It
I
looks like he's
agree.
always trying to throw the ball to Weaver, man, and
Yeah.
it's just not. I mean, that everybody catches on, dude. And for the love of God, even if that offensive line is drywall, run the ball with Dylan Edwards, dude. I mean, even last game with that many possessions,
Him and
talent.
that facts. And that other running back, the Hankerson dude, he not bad either, bruh.
Yeah, number 9, he's not bad. To me, though, Dylan Edwards was better because Hankerson
I
seemed like
agree.
every time he got a hole, this dude stumbled every step of the way. Like the hole was free, and this man's just stumbling. I mean, we obviously need to do ladder drills in this bitch, but um, Dylan Edwards is, I mean, talent, bro.
Yeah, 100 P. I do think Dylan Edwards is RB1 for sure, but I saw a little bit out of Hankerson. I think they're a good little one-two
Definitely.
punch. Personally, I think they're a good one-two punch. But like I said, bro, I think they did. Like you said, first half asshole. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Just
No adjustments
not
were
just
made.
terrible, nothing. But they came out second half. I don't even want to say second half. I want to say like end of the third quarter, start of the fourth. That's when they started like, all right,
Which is
now we
crazy
gonna
to put
start.
up. Yeah, to put up 41 points. That's, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's like I don't know. So obviously they have the talent to do to do what they need to do. I just think it comes down to coaching and play calling, bro.
yeah. Right now, play calling, in my opinion, I told you, play calling is ass right now. Red zone, they needed to fix that defense somehow. I saw way too many busted coverages by the cornerback, specifically the cornerback. Man, they ran man. This dude was probably 7 yards off for a touchdown. How you get burnt that
Shiloh's
bad? And
out.
Shiloh was out, but there's no way you're the starter and getting Chris beat by 7, 8 yards with only 10 yards to play with. Um, that's just me. I'm not a DB. That's your department, but my
No, you're
opinion, straight
absolutely
ass
you're
boat.
absolutely correct. But like I said, Travis Hunter, they still getting back Travis. Shiloh was out. Like
Um,
I think they be cool in that department. They need to
Speaking
replace
with
that
that,
safety. I don't care what nobody say.
I mean, talking about college football and the rankings, I mean, USC, they moved down a spot. They went from 8 to 9, dude, because of the way they played against Colorado. And I'm gonna bring it up right here, right now. So we got Colorado. I mean, USC was 8 last week. Right now they're 9. But I mean, the top four seem fair enough. Georgia really hasn't. I mean, they're not dominating, dude. They don't look. They look. I think Kirby Smart does a great job of adjusting at halftime because that's where he's won his games. Let's see. He beat Auburn this week by 7. Auburn's unranked. That doesn't look too good on a resume for me. I mean,
Nah,
number one team against unranked. I know it's SEC, but against UAB, they look. No, that was Alabama. But South Carolina winning by 10. Eh, that's mid tier if you ask me. Then, I mean, we go
they
back to
pretty
Michigan's dominated every game they played. They beat Nebraska last week and whooped them. They look good. Number two is deserving.
whoop downy.
Texas is keeping up for the first time, 5-0 to start the season. I think it was first time since Colt McCoy was there, if I'm not mistaken. I saw that. Texas looks good. We'll see if they can keep it up in that Red River rivalry this week against Oklahoma. I don't know how you feel about that one. Oklahoma's number 12, and they are also 5-0.
Uh, who they playing?
Texas and Oklahoma are
Oh, they
playing,
playing.
and
Oh, that's the Red River. I forgot.
yeah, and I
Um,
believe it's at Texas.
and I want to give a shout out to Jonathan Brooks out of Hallettsville, Texas, going crazy for Texas right now at the RB, bruh.
Oh yeah,
Crazy work. Um, I think I don't really like how Oklahoma looked this year. I definitely think Texas is better, 100%. I
I mean,
wouldn't be
but they're
surprised
five
if
and zero
Texas run
though.
through them.
Let's see who they played. Oklahoma's played Tulsa, smacked them. SMU won by a decent
Come on,
margin.
dog.
Arkansas State, okay, now I'm starting to
Come on,
see it.
dog.
I mean,
Come on, dog. Come on,
they
dog.
beat
I'm not
Cincinnati.
even. I'm not even a Longhorn fan, straight up.
They
But
beat
they
Iowa
smacking
State
them.
by 30. Not bad. They haven't played anybody in actuality. They really haven't. But again, that's why they're number 12. So even though they're 5-0, they're number 12.
Texas one of
Number
them ones this year.
no, let's see if they can keep it up though. That's been the thing every time though. It's always one game, two games that kill them, which I mean cost you in college football. Ohio State's number
Absolutely.
4. They still look strong. I don't like these next like 10 order. Florida State, they looked shaky. I think week 3 when they went 3-0, they barely beat out Clemson. It didn't look good. Jordan Travis didn't look good at quarterback. Penn State's a strong team. I like that. I'd prefer them higher. But I feel like Washington right now might be a pretender. I know they're beating teams up, but it's the Pac-12, bro. I know everybody likes Penix Jr. and he's in the Heisman talk, but I don't know, bro. I'm still a little
I need
shaky
to
with
see
that.
him play a defense, dog. I ain't seen him play a
Uh,
defense.
they played Arizona last week, barely won. Beat the hell out of California and Michigan State. They really haven't. Yeah, they haven't played anybody. Like I said, I didn't believe in them, but they got them at 7 right now because they're 5-0. But we seen the last time Washington was in the college football playoffs, they were number 4 and got the hell beat out of them. So that's my opinion. Oregon definitely should be sitting higher. I think they should be around the 6 area. SC deserves where they're at right now, playing like mid. Oh, and this
Facts.
team drives me nuts. If y'all don't know, bro, Notre Dame every year gets way too much hype. Way too much hype. Oh, they're winning this, winning that. And if they ever get in the college football playoffs like they have in the past, they get the shit beat out of them. Say what you want, but this team never deserves to be top 10, bro. Don't care what you say. That's
I
just
like
me.
their coach though. They got a good coach. I just think, like you said, dog, they just don't get it done
Ever.
whenever they get into them big games like college football playoffs and stuff. They just don't match up with the heavy hitter teams.
And they recruit well, but they don't like we said, they don't match up well every time. It seems like when the biggest moment comes, which is the playoff time or the championship, uh, title for the division or just the championship game, they don't show up. It's been proven in the past. I don't know how many times they can't do it. They can't do it. They can't do it. But that's our breakdown of the top 10. So we'll see after this coming week. But like we said, we're going to keep it short. That was only 20 minutes. It's usually about 40 minutes of sports. We're going to move on to the next one. This week we got recommendations on music from UBZ over here. See what y'all think about it from his recommendations. That's his area of expertise. I don't listen to a variety of music all the time, but usually the stuff he sends me is good.
You feel me? I actually was just searching. It was probably like 2 weeks ago. I was just looking for some new stuff to listen to. I mostly listen to rap, you feel me? But I kind of been on my little R&B old school tip recently. But I ran into, I don't even know, I can't remember how I came across it actually. But it was just like one of his songs like recommended in my Spotify playlist. And I just clicked on him and he had just dropped the album. I think the album dropped like 2 days before I actually ran into the artist actually. So I was like, okay, let me take a listen. If you like, like lyrical rap, um, if you like when artists rap about they life, how they grew up, type stuff, on some conscious environmental type rap. This dude's this dude's crazy. I ain't gonna say the dude's crazy. I'm gonna say this album is crazy because I'm just gonna hold on. Let me share real quick. So,
It sounds
dude,
like
his name's
he's. Go ahead.
I'll just saying the dude's name Nick Grant. Go ahead. What was you gonna say?
So he's speaking like to like experience, like most experiences people relate to. I guess is what you're saying.
Yeah. So it's a dude named Nick Grant, from South Carolina. He a little older, as you can see from this. He like a little older. But this album here called Sunday Dinner. It's exactly that. That gives like a synopsis of
What's
like
that
the
one
type of
song that's got
music.
like over 500,000 views, 500,000 plays? What's that one song
Oh,
right
this
there?
one right here, Since Elementary. I thought that one was cool, but it wasn't one of my favorites.
So which one's one
Um,
of your favorites?
yeah, I was gonna give my top three songs on this thing is Know Your Worth, Grandma Said, Bravo, and All I Want. Two Sides is honorable mention, and Catch This Fade is also an honorable mention.
Hey, anybody can catch this fade, dog.
Anybody can get the Winnie Fade.
Not the weenie fade, cuz. The weenie
But
fade.
if you like I said, bro, if you like conscious, environmental, very like self-conscious rap, this album right here is one of them ones, bro. I'm gonna give this out of 10. I'm giving it a cool like 8.5 out of 10. This is not off like one, two listens. Like I listen when I find like albums and I like what I do is I listen to like the first three tracks. If I think all them things is hard, I'm just gonna blow through the whole album. And I listen to the album over and over and over again. So this is off of probably like literally like I think I just stopped listening to this album, like only this album, probably like 2, 3 days ago. So like I just been spinning this thing. So this is not just like a 1, 2 album listen, like, oh, this is hard. Like, nah, this shit really hard. So like if you like that
So,
kind of rap, um, then this is one of them ones.
so this ain't no random recommendation. He really does this. The music is his joint. So go ahead and spin that track. What was it called again? Dinner what?
The album called Sunday
Now,
Dinner.
Sunday Dinner by Nick Grant. Get your recommendation from Vince Staples' twin right here. If you don't know who Vince Staples
Yep.
is, look him up and compare him because he looks just like Vince Staples. You can say what you
I
want.
don't look like that
He gonna
man.
say all black. He gonna say I say all black folks look alike. They don't. But this motherfucker look like Vince Staples Jr.
Nah, I mean, you just seeing the color, you feel me? Maybe a little bit of the
Oh my
mustache.
god,
That's it, bro.
bro, you look like Vince Staples. It's better than that one time that kid told you look like Russell Wilson. That that's racist. That's just calling black on black. That's what that is. You
Fam,
look
I
like
let
Vince
him
Staples.
slide. That man was autistic. He was special needs. That boy was
It
missing
don't
one.
matter. You don't look like Russell Wilson. You look like Vince Staples. You've been told that plenty of times by me because I always make fun of your ass, and everybody else has told you that you look like him. Eat it.
Facts. Hey, quick story. I don't know if I ever told you this. I went 2019. I went to a JID concert. Shout out JID. He one of
Yeah.
my top 5 artists out right now. Went to a JID concert. I got VIP, so I'm in the front, waiting for that bad boy. This random little Asian kid, probably like 16, 17, tapped me on my shoulder. Hey, sir, did anybody ever tell you look like Vince Staples or Chance the Rapper? I was like, I was like, yeah, bro. Like I'd heard that a few times. Like, whatever, dog.
But I'm the one who says I'm seeing color. Dog, you look like Vince Staples. Chance the Rapper's a stretch. Chance the Rapper's wife looks like Chance the Rapper. If y'all don't know who we're talking
Out of
about because
pocket.
you don't listen
Out
to
of
rap,
pocket.
look it up. I said what I said. It is what it is. Jokes are jokes. But anyways, like I said, Vince Staples Jr. gave you the shout outs for the music for this week. If you want to listen to it, go ahead. If not, as I always say, suck it easy. I don't really care. Um, Next we got slated. I think it came out in May if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but Fast 10 came out. this year. I just watched it, bro. I gotta tell you the people how I feel. I don't know if y'all seen it. I really don't care if it's a spoiler or if you already seen it. You got your opinions. Here's mine. Anyways, Fast 10. So I got movies. I mean, I'm pretty hard on movies. I don't like wasting my time watching some ass movies, bro. So this movie was right above average in my opinion. It wasn't average. It was a little bit better than that. It had a decent storyline. I'll say that. I don't know where you rank it, but that's mine.
I thought I guess it was cool. Like you said, like a little bit above average. It was definitely better than a lot of the ones that they've been putting out though. 100p. I think this is easily one of the better ones.
It was definitely realistic. I would say that. From start to end. I mean, you have like I would say it was like really good. The only unrealistic shit I think is what you told me like towards the end. That's all you told me before I watched it. It was just when he drops out the plane. I was like, oh, that's strike one. And that was at the end of the movie. He drops out the plane in the car from like 200 feet. I was like, how does your car not break? You're fine and all that. And he just starts driving fucking 100 miles an hour. But it is what it is. Cool. I let that one slide. Number two was when he got harpooned by them damn two helicopters and then just drove him off the ledge to the next bridge, the next overpass, and then smashes him and continues to drive. I was like, oh no, dead and gone, bro. Like you already wasted like three strikes with that one. And then three was the damn scene. I mean, come on, dog. Like, it. The thing is, I mean, I guess it's cool driving down it. I kind of get it. It is like it's steep, but it's still an angle. You're driving but he came out like almost unscathed, bro, and his child's in the car. I mean, that makes no sense how you're both untouched.
I don't know, dog.
Pause, 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 pause,
Pause.
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 How you come out the car not injured?
Yeah, bro. I honestly didn't think about the helicopter scene with the harpoons. That's definitely. I thought I let the falling out the plane slide. It was kind of high, but I was like, you know what I'm saying? Cool. Like it wasn't too outrageous. So I'm gonna let the outside, but the harpoon one, I forgot about that. Ain't no way he carrying two helicopters like that.
Yeah.
And then, but like the damn scene, I was like, dog. And then we gonna end on the cliffhanger after the Pootie dam scene.
Well, I
We
mean,
gonna end
because
on the cliffhanger.
it's leading up
Come
to
on, dog.
part two because clearly Jason Momoa's gonna be the villain. Speaking on him, I mean, his character was hit and miss for me. I mean, I felt like I get he was like a narcissist and like he was just weird in that sense. They gave him a backstory, like just being unable to make friends and whatnot, and always in trouble. But his character was hit and miss. Like at times it was good, him being like weird and like flamboyant, but then other times it was just like, nah, this shit ain't it. Like I don't know. I think they could have did a better job with his part in the movie, but overall, I mean, I say he was like right about at about the movie rating was average.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel the same way about Jason Momoa, but I feel like for me personally, the way he played it and how good he did in the role, like overshadowed the
he did,
weird.
yes, he did play the role like it was a weird flamboyant role. He played it perfectly, like he fit it. It fitted for him, but that being the villain, we've never seen one like that. Every villain, I mean, fucking racing series, but whatever. Um, I mean, the bad guy. I mean, it has always been like a hardcore like
Yeah, and that's what I liked about it. Like every villain ain't got to be like this hard.
it was a new flavor. Yeah, I get it. I think they just could have went a little bit shorter with it, and that, like I don't know, like
I see. I agree. I feel like he had too much camera time to be that kind of villain, if that makes sense.
yeah, like he was flashed too much. He was kind of pushed on the audience, I guess. But
Yeah.
speaking on like too much time, not enough time was given to like give like the story. I felt like to tell the story. I felt like the whole ensemble was spread
There's
out, and it was here, there, north,
there.
south, east,
Hmm.
west, the whole movie. Like they go from in Rome to Antarctica. Letty's trapped. To
I feel like they tried to incorporate too much into like the actual storyline.
They were jumping all over the globe, and it took up way too much time to try to keep up with it, in my opinion. I mean, they should have set it in a few places and been done there, but they were just all over the place, in my opinion. That's what knocked the movie down for me. I mean, having a track where all what's going on, because like there were several scenes. Letty's fighting with Charlie's. I don't know how to say her name, bro, but she fine. I likes her. I don't care, baby. If you see this, it is what it is. I don't care. Um, that might be my hall pass. I don't know, but she fine. But she's fighting with her, and then they go back to the scene with Dom or the team. I'm like, dude, like y'all are killing me going back and forth with scenes like this. I mean, and then they'll come back and
Yeah,
they're all done fighting. I don't know. That was a killer for the movie, in my opinion.
yeah, but I agree, 100p. It was like, you know what I'm saying, slightly above average. Like I said, I think it was better than a lot of the other ones. Um, as far as
I think they lost it.
everything.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I said, it's above average right there. But I think they lost it when too much jumping around. But I think that had a lot to do with like the cameo shit they had. Like they had
Exactly.
Jason Statham, his mother in there, Alan Richardson and Brie Larson jumping in. Then Scott Eastwood and Rome and shit. Too much jumping around in my opinion, and they try to force all these cameos in to make it work. Um, I forgot. Since we're talking about the cameo, I mean, John Cena didn't get a lot of screen time, but dude, why did he have to die, bro?
Pest. Pest.
After one movie, he was like one of the favorite characters because he was literally a family member.
Pissed.
Thought that was
Pissed.
horseshit. Yeah, that was definitely
I
horseshit.
like the way he went out. I like the way he went out, but still pissed that he went out. And I'm pissed. They could have took anybody, bro. They could have took anybody else, dog. And we gonna take. Come on, dog. Be for real.
Don't take
Hey,
Big
take
Beefy.
Letty, bro. Take Letty. I don't care.
Don't worry. If this movie is any teller, this motherfucker will be back in the next movie, the last one. Which reminds me, when the scene he was in with his sister, Mia, they're in the freaking house fighting trained military assassin dudes. I mean, and she's out here knocking them out cold like she just a trained killer dog. Hey, this is my favorite one. I made this joke today. I had it at work. It was like, dude, she went from making tuna sandwiches with the crust cut off to whooping assassins' asses, dog. There's no way. She went from
She's
tuna
multifaceted.
sandwiches.
She's
I don't know when the
multifaceted.
hell she had time to learn some kung fu grip shit like that, but she
All
out
I'm
here
saying
smacking
is,
folks.
I agree. She was kidnapped for the majority of these movies, and I don't know where she learned to do what she was doing. But
I thought that was
shout out to the tuna sandwiches with no crust. They doing the job.
I don't know that was kind of stupid to me, but it is what it is on that part. We'll see about the next one. I did like the cliffhanger. Well, I mean, it was a cliffhanger kind of, but at the end where they hinted at the Rock coming back, that was like perfect. I know they said
I
it at the
agree.
beginning before the movie came out that Vin Diesel said he was coming back to the franchise, and that was an excellent little cameo right there at the end.
I agree. I just felt like they could have ended it on, especially after doing like being okay with the ridiculousness throughout the whole movie. We just gonna end it on that and leave it with the cliffhanger on that. Come on, big dog. Like,
Yeah, and another one was like with Statham. He showed up, he was fighting Han, they get away, whatever, and then he's going to help his mother, and that's all he said. He was like, "I'm going to go drop some bodies," and that was it. And that's all we saw of him in that movie. In the movie, I was like, because if you remember at the end of nine, the movie ended with Han coming in and he knocking at his door and he pulls him in, and then all we get was
mm,
like 5 minutes of Jason Statham, dude. I'm like, come on, dog, that made no damn sense.
yeah, bruh. It's above me, but you know what I'm saying? Apparently they ain't look, they making millies, so we gonna let them do it.
I mean, it is what it is. That movie for me was probably going off this movie. I mean, we could. I want to rank the movies. I still feel like the number one movie for me in this whole series is the original, bro. The original is the most classic shit to me. I mean, it's really good. It's
What you
the
mean
real.
by original, big dog?
It's the origin
Like the
story, dog.
first one? The
The
first
first one.
one?
The first one. That's my favorite.
I can
Cause
respect that.
it's a start. I mean, it's a start. I would say my least favorite has to be Tokyo Drift, just because they fucked it up when they put it out of order and they
Agreed.
brought it back. Um, I
I'm gonna
think
reverse. I'm gonna go Too Fast, Too Furious. I like that one the most, and then the original one.
I like Too Fast Too Furious, but it's probably like sitting at like 4 or 5 for me.
Oh, that's tough.
Maybe three, because I like that one. I think this five is a no. I think it's four because I like one, four, and then five.
That's crazy work.
I mean,
Them,
look, hear me out, hear me out. Because they
I'll take
kept it
one, bro.
real. They kept it the storyline from the original. They didn't go off saving the fucking world. They didn't go into space. It was about driving cars. It was about getting money and getting free.
And two wasn't.
That's why I put it at four.
You know what? That's cool. I mean, I
Because
get what you're
they
saying, but
included everybody. I fucks with Romy Rome, stop playing, and Paul Walker. How about them apples? You know what I'm saying? Uh,
I can agree
uh,
though.
but they was
I,
about getting a paper, getting free, and cars, bro. So I mean, four because I don't know. It seemed I don't know if I said 4 or 5. Either way, one, 4, and 5, or 5 and 4, whatever. That's the order. And then Too Fast, Too Furious is four.
yeah, I'm going Too Fast, Too Furious, the first one, and then I'll probably say the fifth one, and then the fourth one, and then
The
I didn't watch like I don't. I watched Tokyo Drift.
tugboat.
Yeah, that shit was poop. I know I
The
didn't want.
reason for
I didn't watch nine.
that was when John Cena came in. But the reason I don't rank those higher is because the unrealistic of the shit. I know it's a movie and all that, but once they got to six, shit started getting out of hand. We out here driving tanks on these fucking bridges and they're flying. This man jumps across a bridge and lands on a car. He is a okay. Then they shoot down a fucking um Boeing fucking presidential plane over here, no problem. And he goes flying out the front. I mean, he rolls the car and then he gets out untouched after he rolled the car in a fucking flame. I mean, Jesus. I mean, what does he got to do to die around here? That's all I'm saying. I think in 8 or 9, he's in the fucking like they're in that sewer system. I don't know. You probably didn't see it then if you say you can watch it.
No,
Obviously, he's in a sewer system getting attacked by like getting beat up by 12 henchmen or whatever, and like he's in the middle, and all of a sudden this man just catches like a Super Saiyan strength and just blows them off, like pushes them all off, and then throws them down the damn well. I'm like, dude, what are we, the Hulk? This is not Marvel. We are not Groot, bro. We are not Groot, Vin
oh
Diesel. I
man,
mean, stop it.
oh man.
But I mean,
Ain't no way, dog. Ain't no way they pulled the Superman bust out of everybody.
he did, bro, and it was ass. It's my opinion. But if y'all don't agree, suck it easy. Like I said, that's what I say. Um, exactly. But I mean, that's why they're ranked lower. I mean, you got to be realistic about it. How we go from jacking 18 wheelers for money and getting paper at race wars to saving the world. I get it. We all about family, but dog, family going crazy right now. Family making bank off some bullshit.
Hey, hey man,
Mm. And that's absurd to me.
it's all about the paper, the feria,
It was
guns
all about
and
the
butter,
paper.
baby, guns
And
and butter.
now it's all about family. You don't need guns. You don't need body armor. You don't need super strength. He got family, dog. Unscathed, unscathed. I wish I had my family like that, boy. Stop playing. I'd be untouchable, unguardable. We're jumping around a little bit, but the next topic I got, probably the last one for today's pod.
It's the controversial topic. It's controversial segment time.
Say what you want, but how are we talking? How are you feeling about your woman, your specific woman dressing provocatively in public when y'all are going out? You know, flashing, showing them things, showing them downstairs, or not downstairs, no clappers. You know what I'm saying? But how do you feel about that?
So my thoughts on this right here. For one, I'm just gonna come out and say I don't really give a damn. Like
Boom. Let
I,
me. I'm gonna say I feel the same way. I don't care. It has to do with being insecure or secure as a man. I'll let you go.
facts, facts. So this is just my mindset behind it. Just like you said, you probably insecure if you worried about you know your girl going out dressed any kind of way. Like first of all, that's her shit. Like it's not you not going out. Like that's not your body. You don't need to be policing the shit for one. Secondly, either you don't trust her or she not yours.
See, I
So
understand things
that's
with somebody else, dog. So
you
that
know
just
what I'm
comes down
saying.
to
So
being
that's a
insecure. You're not secure in your
exactly
relationship.
that's a completely different topic. But you know what I'm saying. Either you insecure or she not yours, or what I'm saying, she don't really mess with you like that. That's on you.
That's not your boo, dog. That's just your right now. That's what that is
You
when you're
feel
feeling
me?
like
That's
that.
your right now. You know what I'm saying. You the rebound. She just out here. Come on, bro. But you know what I'm
Faking the
saying?
things with somebody
I'm
else.
all for it. I'm all for the women doing their thing, bruh. You ain't gotta don't let you know what I'm saying, do your thing, Ma. Go ahead. Go ahead. We ain't complaining. Real niggas not complaining.
I get it. I mean, I'm not insecure. My woman, we go in college. We didn't go out often, but when we went out to the bar, you know, my girl, how she is. We've been together forever. You know how she is. We've known each other since high school. But when we
Yeah.
went out, I mean, I don't do a lot of dancing. We'll go dance like 2 or 3 times when we've been out the bar, like 2 3 hours, whatever, with her friends or whatnot. I went out there dancing twice, 3 times max at maximum. I don't do all that public shit. But
Yeah, me
dudes would
neither.
come up and be
We
like,
the
"Hey, would
same
you
here.
like to dance or whatever?" And I'd be standing right next to her and be like, "You ain't gotta look at me, dog. Go right ahead. It don't bother me none. I'm cool." Like
Exactly, bruh.
my
You know what I'm
feelings,
saying?
you gotta have thick skin, bro. I'm not soft. I'm not a
With
softie in talking and all this bullshit. I mean, it don't bother me none, bro. Go have a good time. That's what it comes down to.
exactly. Like if we go out and I'm just like you, bro. I don't really do like the public shit. Like if I know you want to do it, I'll go do it. We go out. I don't really like dancing. If you want to dance, if somebody actually dance, bro, go ahead. Like go do your thing. But I just feel like a lot of it's like you said, like you said, insecurity or trust issues. And what my grandma used to tell me, you know what I'm saying? If you can't handle a bad bitch, don't get no bad bitch.
Oh, you stupid. But I think that's another topic of like how men specifically were raised, bro. I know you was raised by. I mean, shout out your daddy, but your mom raised you and your grandma. I mean, it's just how you were raised, bro. I mean, nowadays I think people. I mean, younger generation. I know we're young, but even younger than us, and even around our age, just were not taught. I think the correct way to treat women or whatnot, and
Facts.
when they're out in public, just talking however they want and talking crazy and shit. That's not how I was raised. I know that's how you wasn't raised. So I mean, that just comes. That's another part of it, insecurity, and then how these younger dudes was raised. Obviously, you got
Facts. And then it's another thing, like just like to piggyback off that, like it's a lot of women. I've talked to like I'm saying, like we was raised by women. Like we talk to women. Like it's a lot of women that feel like they can't dress a certain way because of men, bro. Like men, like it's a lot of men that ain't got no respect. Like don't care about how they treat women at all. So like
yeah,
just because like you know what I'm saying, a girl wear a little cutoff or something. You know what I'm saying? and then it's a big deal because it's like people want to come touching and like ain't no there's no reason that a girl should be in the club somewhere and just because she got a cut off somebody gonna what I'm saying come grab her by her
That don't give
waist
no
or
man, no woman cause to
come
go
on, bro.
touch up on
That's
somebody.
what I'm
But that's
saying.
exactly. And again, how you raised and whatnot. But not everybody's raised the way we were, whatnot. Obviously, I just think it is. That's what it boils down to. I ain't never gonna be insecure, bro. You with me? We good. I don't give a fuck. I'm
Facts.
chilling.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, do your
My
thing.
thing, my thing is,
Don't.
you with
Now,
me,
I
you
will
with me.
say, don't be shaking no ass up on him like that. Then we might have a slight problem. I mean, don't be throwing that thing on him like that, dog. But
See, you know what
I
I'm
said
saying?
I might. I'm
I
not.
got a,
I'm
I
not
got a
like
little
big on
bit.
it. I'm not big on it. Like it's like, oh no, it's not that like a problem. But like if you getting way too much into it, I know you having fun, but hey, I'm here. When I'm not there, cool. Don't worry about it. Don't we good? Well, nobody need to know,
See,
but
that's what. See, but that's where we got a conflict of interest, bro. Why do it matter if you there or not? If you not seeing it, why do it matter if you seeing it or not? Because if you cool with it and you don't see it,
no,
why do it matter if you do?
because I don't know about it. That's the thing, though. But like, it's not. It's a sense of. I don't know if you get this from me, but it's a sense of disrespectfulness. I know we cool. I'm secure. I'm secure. Like, ain't got like I said, no problem. Go dance, go hang out, dance, whatever. But when you getting too into it, bro, that's where there's the line's not blurry. It's just a little shaky. It's not that's not there. It's just a little shaky.
I feel you, and I 100% feel you, but I feel like that comes with territory. So like
It does. It does.
what type of girl you like what type of girl you messing with. So like
And I
if you
don't have that.
know
I mean, she might not
that's
like
what I'm
that,
saying.
but
Like if you know before she was going out to the club shaking ass type shit, and you know what I'm saying, you like us, like we not insecure or nothing like that. So go have your fun. But if you get mad when she's still going and having fun,
now
whenever you said she could, then that's some
go
form of
have your
insecurity.
fun.
But I
I
get
would
the
never.
respect aspect
Yeah,
though.
when I'm there, but I will never ask, "Hey, what y'all do tonight?" Or not. All that cool. You did what you did. That don't mean go cheat, obviously, but go have your fun. Go do what you do. Do your thing you was doing before to a certain extent, obviously. Is what I'm saying. Like, don't cheat or whatnot, but do your thing. Just don't don't tell me about it, like, oh, don't come back to the house saying, oh, I was grinding up all on this dude, whatnot. Like, who the fuck want to hear that? Would you want to hear that?
Yeah. No, 100p. Like
Exactly. That's all I'm
that's
saying.
see
So,
that's the disrespect. That's the
but that's
respect
what I'm
line.
saying. Exactly. So when I'm there, like, it's the same thing. It's like, hey, it's cool, dance with him, all that. Like, but my thing is getting down into it. Like, you getting way too getting too into it. I mean, that's a
Yeah,
line.
I get what you're saying. It's a very thin line, and I feel like it just varies with different people. But
But that's conversations you have with your significant other
exactly,
at the end of the
exactly.
day.
At the end of the day, you have these conversations with your significant other.
If not, you're gonna have a big fucking problem. But that's but that's why we have these conversations. Either that, or you just the man in the house and don't allow shit. But then that's just a different story.
See now, and just to piggyback off of this conversation, how you feel about like I want to say so. I'm just gonna give like my perspective on shit, just relationship shit in general. So like in a relationship, are you like one of them like going through the phone,
Absolutely
like
not.
asking say shorty come home like 15 minutes, like oh where you was at? Like you usually get home in this time, like you like 20-30 minutes late. Like what was going on? Like what happened?
No, no, absolutely not. I don't. If I know she's getting home at a certain time because she told me, and she gets home a little late, I sometimes I'll be like, "Hey, what happened? You okay?" Or I'll call if she's late just to make sure she's getting home safe. That's
Yeah.
the only aspect of my part. Like, cause I've been with my girl for 7, 8 years, I think, going on 8 or whatever it is. It, I'm cool, bro. I ain't never been that type since we've been together. I don't need to go through no phone. Hey, you doing your thing, bro.
Um,
I'm, I'm cool because she's not like that. I know that she ain't never been like that. I'm not like that. I don't be talking to nobody else. I ain't got no problems. I hang out with you. I hang out with her, and I see my family when I see them, and that's it. I mean, that's all I do. So she know, but I'm cool on it, bro. Like I'm not no snooping type, no jealousy. I'm secure, bro. I really am. Like I'm content. Like it's that easy.
See, you feel me? Like, and I think like there was a point in time where I was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I ever, got in a situation like that, you know what I'm saying? Like it was a point in time where I understood why people did what they did, but it's like I feel like it gets to a certain point where you grow out of that shit and you like, bruh, it's stupid altogether. Like, and like me specifically, I never really worried about it because like if we together, we together. That's cool. Like I'm not finna be like doing no extra shit. Like it's like you said, like we be chilling, bruh. Like we
Yeah.
go to work, come home, like I'm talking to you, talking to
Play,
her,
play the
talking to
game.
the
That's it.
fam. Like, yeah, on the game type shit. Like I'm not finna be worried about what you got going on. Cause at the end of the day, like karma gonna spin the block. So whatever you doing dirty behind my back, like it's gonna come to light anyways.
It's
I'm gonna
gonna come
find
around
out.
and just know it's on site. It's done. There's no questions, bro. Like
Exactly.
that's
Like, and I'm not and like shit like that, I'm not a very forgiving person at all. Like I'll find some shit out. Like, bro,
oh yeah.
I ain't never gonna
I'm big.
speak to you again type shit. Like
Me
you
me and
like
you
that's
cut
it.
from the same. Yeah, me and you cut from the same cloth, dog. Like we cool. We friendly when we first meet people. All that. That's just like just to say this. I mean, when we first meet people, we cool. It's cordial. It's respectful, and we get to know each other. Once you fuck me over, dog, disrespect me.
That's it.
Not disrespect. I mean, that shit happens. But once you fuck me over in like a stupid way that shouldn't have happened, there's no second chances.
Especially if it's a choice that you made. Like,
Yeah,
come
like
on, dog.
whether
And
it's a
like you
significant
you
other.
consciously made this choice, bro. Like, there ain't no way I'm about to allow that shit twice, bro.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a great judge of character. Like when it comes to either it's relationship or friends or like adults. Like when we was in high school and shit. Like you fuck me over, don't ask me for no shit. Like we're not cool, we're not talking. Like I keep
Exactly.
it yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am.
You
But
feel me?
hey, that's
And
all.
that's the
That's all you
thing,
get.
like
I'm not
facts and people
disrespectful,
like
but that's it.
yeah, people be like spinning it like, oh, he don't like me, blah blah blah.
Oh,
Nah,
I'm
it ain't none of
rude.
that,
All
bro.
this, yeah,
Yeah,
no.
it ain't none of that, bro. It's just, you know what I'm saying? We got to disconnect. You did what you did, bro, and that's it. Like,
And then
I'm
we're
not
coming
walking
back
around
from
here hating and like, I'm not walking around here hating you and like holding no
no.
grudges. Hey, you just did what you did, bro. And I ain't fuck with it. So,
Like that quote say, hey, I hope you get to eat, just not at my table. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like I just don't harbor nothing. There ain't no point, bro. Like because that's I mean, if you let somebody back in like that, a leopard don't change his spots, dog. I mean, it is what it is. I know people like that just because they was in the circle, or whatnot. But why? Why bother? That's more heartache, more all bullshit you got to deal with, more watching your back. Um, snake's a
Facts.
snake, bro. A snake's a snake. But I mean that rolled a little bit further out. But again, I mean to wrap it back up, trust your lady, dog. Have that talk beforehand.
Facts.
Have that talk
Facts.
once you get along in the relationship. If it gets to a
This
certain
is
point where you know it's going somewhere, have a talk. Cut that, snip that shit in the butt real quick. We'll be done. That way we're not coming home, checking phones, asking where you was, putting GPS trackers.
you can't
Because then we
handle a
turn into
bad
some.
bitch. Don't get a bad bitch. Go get you a little duck.
Oh, you
Ain't nobody
dumbass.
want no duck. Actually, these niggas be grimy. They be, you know what I'm saying? People be rolling
Uh,
up on ducks like they dimes, but
Bubba would know.
man,
UB would know. You all about the
nah,
ducks.
man, relax. Relax.
You all about the ducks.
But
Um,
anywho,
See, that's how this shit turns into the 48 hours, dog. People go missing. Like grimy out here. But anyways, with that being said, this is a wrap for Real Spill podcast number 3, episode 3. It'll be out soon. When you seen this, you seen it. If y'all got any suggestions, type them in the comments. Leave us your thoughts about this week's podcast if you want. If not, cool. We'll see y'all next week. If y'all want to tune in, remember, like the video, please. Share it. You ain't got to, but show some love, man. And with that being
ain't feel
said,
me.
whatever you got anything to say?
Nah, man, just you know what I'm saying. I will be doing like some type of music shit every time. So if you got some shit, you know what I'm saying, old or new, you know what I'm saying. I fucks with the oldies, old rap, R&B, anything, bruh. Anything that you got, want to recommend, audience, anything y'all want to recommend, you know what I'm saying. I'm open to all suggestions. If I ain't heard it, I'll spin it, give my, you know what I'm saying, give my little piece on it. But you know what I'm saying, any topics, controversial topics like today that y'all got, music recommendations, we here for it.
Yeah. With the music recommendations, if it's asked, we will let it be known. Don't be
Oh,
butthurt when we say it.
yeah, but
Because guess
I'm just gonna
y'all
tell you,
already know
you send some country music, automatic. But I'm gonna spin it. But I'm just gonna let you know.
it's not but, bro. Country music's not but. But we'll save that
But,
for next week because that's a whole nother conversation with your goofy ass. It's not like in country, but
but
we will let it be known if it is asked because this is real spill, and it's been another episode. Thank y'all.